Olympians are not the only ones swimming for a purpose anymore. At the University of Missouri, in Dr. Charlotte Phillips' research lab, swimming mice may hold the key to a new treatment for a genetic disease, osteogenesis imperfecta.
Osteogenesis imperfecta is commonly called brittle bone disease, and its name does depict the clinical makeup of the patients. The patients have fragile bones, and it's an inherited disorder, and they will fracture frequently. Typically, the disease can range from very mild, so it's like having premature osteoporosis, so you're prone to breaking, but you're still walking and you don't break very easily. But it can be so severe that babies die right at birth from breaking so badly, and poor lung development, to all the way to this mild form. These babies that survive birth who have the very severe form are often wheelchair bound, and they can often have, as they grow, they can have like 200 fractures in a lifetime. So in the severe form of this disease, the children are wheelchair bound and their long bones don't grow straight and they break really easily. I knew one patient who was an adult, and he was telling me that when he went over the curve on his wheelchair, that bump on the curve was enough to fracture his hip. Osteogenesis imperfecta occurs in the normal population anywhere from 1 in 10,000 individuals to 1 in 100,000 individuals. And it's hard to really grab that number because people with the mild disorder are sometimes misdiagnosed with just having premature osteoporosis, and with the severe disorder that's very obvious because their bones break, you can identify a child fairly quickly at birth because it's so fragile. With osteogenesis imperfecta, we have treatments, but we have no cure, and so our treatments are just to try to maximize bone strength and prevent fracture. So what we have to do is try to do treatments that will maximize and improve bone strength and prevent fracture. Your bone strength and whether you break is a composite of your genetics, your diet, your exercise, and then hormones. Our lab is swimming mice who have osteogenesis imperfecta, and our goal is to be able to allow these mice to swim to strengthen their bones and muscles without the risk of breaking. Many patients with osteogenesis imperfecta, in particular those with severe disease, are wheelchair bound. And when you're wheelchair bound and can't walk, you really can't put weight on your bones, and that's a major factor for strengthening your bones is movement, exercise, and also weight bearing. But patients with osteogenesis imperfecta who are wheelchair bound can actually swim. A lot of them can get into the water and they can float and they can move around their arms and their legs, and they can strengthen their muscles, and by strengthening their muscles, the muscles are pulling on their bones, and then therefore their bones will feel the tension and they'll get stronger. So what we're doing with the mice, allowing mice to swim and exercise using swimming, we're hoping will translate to patients and demonstrate that by swimming they can improve their bone strength and minimize fracture.